Ever thought English was as easy as ABC? Well, think again. Today we're diving into the deep end of the language pool, where words are so long they barely fit on a Scrabble board. We're not talking about your everyday supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh no, we're delving into the top 7 longest words in English, each one a linguistic titan in its own right. Each word is a tongue-twisting, mind-boggling behemoth that will leave you gasping for breath. And as we journey through these leviathans of language, we'll also be exploring their meanings and histories because, let's face it, what's the point of a good word if you don't know what it means? So, if you're a lover of all things language, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming up. Stick around if you're ready for a linguistic workout, because we're about to get started. Starting off our list at number 7, we have the 29-letter beast, floccinaucinihilipilification. Say that 3 times fast. This tongue twister hails from the mid-18th century and is an act of declaring something to be insignificant or worthless. Quite ironic, isn't it? A word of such grand magnitude used to express the triviality of other things. A fun fact for you, it's one of the longest words in the English language that doesn't repeat any letter more than 3 times. Now that's a lot of unique alphabet juggling. This word's complexity is truly a testament to the intricacy of the English language. Doesn't it make you wonder who came up with these words? They must have had a lot of time on their hands and probably a very large dictionary. Well, that was a mouthful. Ready for more? I certainly hope so. At number 6, we have anti-disestablishmentarianism. And no, I didn't just hit my keyboard randomly. This tongue twister of a term has a whopping 28 letters. It's a political position that originated in 19th century Britain, opposing the disestablishment of the Church of England as the State Church of England, Wales, and Ireland. So, it's essentially the opposition to the opposition of the establishment. Talk about a double negative. Now imagine being in a debate and dropping that word bomb. I, good sir, am an anti-disestablishmentarian. They'd probably need a moment to count the syllables. It's a perfect example of how the English language likes to keep things interesting. And by interesting I mean ridiculously complicated, but remember it's not just about the length of the word, it's about the weight it carries. And this term, my friends, is a heavyweight champion in the world of words. Who knew politics could be so long-winded? Number 5 is ialogophoushuhipapokunurius. I promise, I'm not making these up. This beast of a word has a whopping 29 letters and is as rare as the chances of you ever needing to use it. It's an obscure term, coined in the 19th century, and it means very good or fine. Now imagine back in the day someone asks you, how are you today? And instead of a simple, I'm good, you reply with, I'm feeling a bit ialogophoushuhipapokunurius. It's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. But here's a fun fact. This word is a beautiful example of how language can sometimes be playful and absurd. It's as if the person who coined this word was having a bit of a laugh, challenging us to twist our tongues around this mind-boggling creation. So, there you have it, folks. Ialogophoushuhipapokunurius, a word that's as fantastic as it is tongue-twisting. If you're not dizzy yet, you're doing better than me. Coming up at number 4, we have a word made famous by a certain magical nanny. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Don't let this 34-letter tongue twister intimidate you. It's just a whimsical word coined by songwriters Richard and Robert Sherman for the classic film Mary Poppins. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a word that you say when you have nothing to say. It's a word that encapsulates that sense of awe, excitement, and bewilderment that leaves you speechless. Fun fact, did you know that this word is so super extraordinary and dare I say hyperbole that it even has a lawsuit to its name? In an amusing turn of events, the songwriters were sued for plagiarism by a songwriter who claimed to have come up with a very similar word. The court, however, ruled in favor of the Shermans. So, the next time you're lost for words, just remember. You've got supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in your back pocket. And you thought supercalifragilisticexpialidocious was just a silly word from a movie. At number 3, we have pseudo-hypoparathyroidism. Yes, that's pseudo twice, because why say it once when you can say it twice? This tongue twister is a medical term referring to a condition that's similar to, but not the same as, hypoparathyroidism. In simpler terms, it's when your body pretends to have low parathyroid hormone levels, but actually doesn't. It's like your body is pulling a prank on you saying, gotcha, just kidding. This word has a whopping 30 letters, making it a challenge for even the most seasoned linguists. The term originates from Greek roots, and it's safe to say the Greeks had a knack for creating words that are a mouthful. Imagine going to the doctor's office and being diagnosed with pseudo-hypoparathyroidism. It would take longer to pronounce the condition than to explain it. It's like a linguistic version of an inception, a pseudo within a pseudo. I bet you never thought you'd learn about pseudo anything today, did you? And now for our top 2. Try saying hippopotamonstrosis squipedaliophobia and pneumonultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis without taking a breath. First up, hippopotamonstrosis squipedaliophobia, a tongue-twisting 36-letter word. It's a term that defines the fear of long words. Quite ironic, isn't it? Imagine being afraid of long words and then being diagnosed with hippopotamonstrosis squipedaliophobia. Talk about adding insult to injury. Next we have pneumonultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Now this is the longest word in an English language dictionary with a whopping 45 letters. It's a lung disease caused by inhaling very fine ash and sand dust. I mean, if you're going to have a lung disease, might as well have one with a name that leaves everyone else gasping for breath, right? And there you have it, folks. The top 7 longest words in the English language. If you manage to pronounce any of these, let us know in the comments. And remember, practice makes perfect.